everyone, Denise here from Sewlimitless, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I took this dress that I made. Some of you may have seen it. It's this pattern here, and I turned it into a pretty cute skirt. So let's get started. First of all, welcome and welcome back to the channel. If you are returning, if you're new here, then my name is Denise, and I am sharing today how I took a dress that I made, which I thought was going to be really cute when I made it, and I really liked the fabric, but it just did not turn out, or it didn't look the way I wanted it to look once I put it on. It looked like a hospital gown, so I wanted to change it and do something different with it. I didn't want to just get rid of it because I actually really liked the fabric, so I thought it was cute. I needed to do something to zhuzh it up, basically, to make it look like something I would actually wear. So that is what I'm showing you in this video today, how I took that dress, turned it into a skirt, and it was actually a fairly easy process. That's what I'm going to show you today. So let's go to the video. So in this part of the video, what I'm showing you is that's the dress on. It was already hemmed front and back. That's the dress with me wearing it, but this I'm laying it out onto my cutting board and onto the mat so that I can cut off basically the top bodice part of the dress, and I'm going to use the bottom half, which has the pockets, and it's, like I said, it's already hemmed, for the skirt. So that's what I'm doing here. Now, initially I was going to have buttons going down the front of the skirt like the original pattern that I was actually going to use with this fabric, but then I realized it was going to be too much trouble to do that with the waistband elastic that I decided to use, so I actually end up sewing that closed again. Here I'm just making sure that I can actually wrap this around me and that it will overlap in order to actually make a skirt. And here I am just stitching up that seam again because I realized, like I said, I would have to actually put a buttonhole in the elastic, and I wasn't about to try that, so this is stitching up that seam. And then I just took it to the ironing board and pressed the seam open so that everything was flat. This is the waistband elastic. As far as actually using this waistband elastic, it is very soft, which means it is very stretchy. So I measured this, eventually ended up measuring several inches smaller than my waist and several inches smaller than the actual skirt. This is me sewing the short ends of the elastic together, and I just used a straight stitch in order to do that. Now here, just taking that waistband elastic with the short ends already stitched over to the table where I have the skirt, so I can put 4 pins in to mark the center and the back center and then both sides. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the skirt, on the top of the skirt where I'm going to attach the elastic. Mark that also in 4 places: center front, center back, and side seams. So next I'm going to pin the elastic, which is wrong side out, to the wrong side of the skirt, which is actually on the inside. So I'm setting this up where the right side of the skirt is out, and that's what you're seeing here. Now I'm also pinning this so the edges are not actually even. The elastic is about 1/8 of an inch above the top of the skirt where it's going to be sewn. So after I've gotten those pins lined up, and in other words, matched pins to pins, now I'm ready to take it to the machine. So here I've taken the skirt with the elastic to the machine and I'm stitching that on. I actually put extra pins in this because I find it easier, and you have to stretch both on the front side and the back side in order for this to attach properly. Now you don't need to pull it too much, but you got to make sure it's kind of straight when you're stitching. And I'm using a zigzag stitch while I do this. This is what it looks like after the first row of stitching is done, which is near the top of the skirt, near that skirt edge. Now at this point, this is a really good time to actually try things on to make sure it's going to fit you the way you want. This is the elastic that's flipped out, and now I'm going to have to do another row of stitching in order to hold that down. And for this, I used a 5/8 inch seam allowance. You can do whatever, but I did use 5/8 of an inch. When that's done, then the waistband is flipped so it's completely on the right side. You can see that here. And then I will sew another row of zigzag stitches to the bottom of the waistband in order to attach it and to hold it down. That's the second row of stitching. Again, just like when I attached the original waistband elastic, I'm also going to pull again front and back just to sort of straighten that out and do the zigzag stitch on top. And that is it. It's all done. You see the 2 rows of stitching there on the elastic of the waistband, and it fits nice and stretchy. So that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that if you want to do something like that, you actually, I hope you learned something or how to go ahead and attach that waistband elastic. There are a couple of other ways that you can do it. I've done it a different way as well, but I hope the video was helpful. Let me know how you think I did in this video. Leave a comment down below. Please go ahead, hit like and subscribe to the channel. I thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.